date and 12 o'clock, and you'll get the entire thing. Alright, so we're gonna check on this really quickly. Boom. And we're gonna put in live weather, so it's exactly what's outside.
So you got all this to work? All this is functional now?
This is the airplane.
That's
It's
great.
not like a made up thing. This is exactly per specs.
That's incredible
Down to
that you
every
did
detail
this.
that you can possibly imagine.
And all on flight sim instead of all that.
It's basically what
That
you're
other-
looking at is a hell of a keyboard. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Do you know how it works?
Well, a computer hooked up to your control surfaces?
to the peripherals. Yeah.
I think I do.
Well, okay, so you know what hexadecimal codes are?
No.
All right, so hexadecimal codes are, you have the binary numbers, right?
Yeah.
Which is 0 and 1. And then you have a decimal, which is 0, 1 through, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? That's the binary. Oh, sorry, that's the decimal. And you have the hexadecimal, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all of that. Okay? So you have offsets. So you say Shift A plus XYZ has to be this button.
Got it.
And then you go, so it's basically an extended keyboard. And then you have the servos and everything, but that's practically what it is,
Right.
to the layman's term. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
You're just
So-
assigning it the code to go there. So instead of your keyboard stroke this,
That's
you
correct.
say that is the stroke.
That's correct. That's basically just say it, okay, that's what that is, and that's what that is, and that's what that is, and then you're just fine.
So this is like wiring a soundboard.
A little
Dude,
more than that.
Because that's
Because you gotta also write the codes. You see, in the soundboard,
Yeah.
all you do is wires.
yeah.
You don't have to do so much.
This is wiring
You
encode.
get potentiometers
Yeah.
that makes the, amplify the sound or whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
But when you go into like this type of stuff, you gotta tell, all right, from the telemetry data, when we are getting into a certain pressure, that pressurization system has to show exactly what that is. But it's all telemetry. So basically it's just telling, okay, I'm telling you this to do that if that's the number.
Right.
It's all math. Just literally everything over here is mathematics. But simple mathematics. There is no real, like, algorithms are not really algebra. They are semi-simple codes, but there's billions of them.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, you have to say, all right, if X, Y, Z occurs, I want A, B, C to occur.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's basically what that is.
Sure. Because there's so many things that you'd add.
Well, yeah, that's why it took the development for 22 years. I mean, this is something that today you can just get it. Back in the days, you couldn't. I mean, it's just what it was. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. I have 198,000 followers now in 3 months.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to move this to like Las Vegas or Orlando or something, or whatever. So it actually can happen. All right. Okay. First things first. How much do you know about the 737?
Little to nothing.
Okay. Push this down.
Push it down.
Yeah, the whole thing. That's the battery.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing is powered. Push this down. Keep it there for just a second. Perfect. That's it. That's the ground power. We're literally plugged into the gate.
Okay.
All right. Now the next thing what we're going to do is we are going to push this down. There's the emergency lights. Good. We're going to check over here. Fire detection system is good. Everything is happy. We can check up here if you wanted to. This is the star warning. This one over here is the speed warning, etc., etc. Right? So those are your tests.
On the real 737,
Same
does the
exact thing.
shaker
Yeah,
work when
which I
you
need
do the
about
test?
20 grand to do that.
Okay.
Then I
Just a
have
question
force,
because it makes
then
sense.
I have force feedback and I have the shaker and everything.
Okay.
But it's about 20 grand to get that.
Yeah. But I
Which
figured
I
if they
can.
had that, it would do that.
Oh,
too.
it would shake you. That's
Yeah.
what it is. But over here, just you only have the sound, which is plenty. Trust me, it scares the hell out of you when that happens. All right. Now the next thing, what we're going to do is we're basically going to turn on the fuel pump. Notice the big buttons I pull and switch, so I can't switch them off by going to the bathroom.
Got it.
Okay? Push this down, keep it there for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. Watch the EGT rising. Exhaust gas temperature for the
Okay.
auxiliary power unit.
All right.
All right?
So that's spooling up to start the engine.
That's correct. You can hear it. You only could hear this if the window is open.
Okay.
If the window is not open, you can hear it. But I put it there so people can hear it.
Got it.
Okay. How you doing, Ashley? Now, the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to set up for our flight.
Okay.
Okay? Usually what I do, instead of going, because I use ForeFlight. You see, ForeFlight actually puts us where we are right now.
Nice.
See? Right there. We're literally sitting right here. And that's what the guys over at TikTok can see.
Hold it. Oh, ForeFlight on Flight Sim, because I've got ForeFlight, and so you link that into ForeFlight, or
Yeah.
that's
We're sitting right there at the gate.
through Flight Sim though, not actual ForeFlight, right? How,
ForeFlight.
but how does that work? You're not actually there.
I'm not, but we spoofed the GPS telling that when the Wi-Fi is on, it thinks that's the GPS. That's all.
Okay.
So we're literally sitting over there. You will see actually the moving map, which that reminds me, I gotta move this one so people can actually see it. Hold on, guys. I gotta move this camera out a little bit for TikTok so you guys can see that thing. I think you guys can see it now. Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I completely forgot about that. Now you guys can see the map, the moving map on TikTok. Sometimes I talk to them even when I have clients, but I'm not answering too many questions for them because they ask, is the earth flat?
Oh.
No, seriously. I actually have people asking that. Like actual, legitimate, honest-to-God question. They think that the earth is flat. And I'm like, got a 5th grade education, get some geography and some geometry, and you can figure it out on your own. You know, they did that 1,000 years ago without any satellites, but apparently some people are just questioning everything. Just fine, but, you know. All right. So first what we do is we see over here we're 737-800NG, CFM56 engines, and believe it or not, February 22nd to March 20th. Even that is correct. Okay? It's a basically updated software for the 13th update
Okay.
on Honeywell.
All right.
That's real too. Okay? I'm going to go to our position. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this because I was in DC yesterday. So what we do is we're going to go here, take the latitude and longitude, we're going to put it over here, we're going to put this in here, and turn these two to the nav position. 2 clicks to the right, please. 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. So what we did now is we started up the gyroscopes.
Okay.
They spin up really fast, 1500 RPM, they become level with the ground because of centrifugal force. This airplane moves an inch forward, backward, up, down, left, right in 3-dimensional space. It registers down to 1 inch in the flight movement computer. So what you see here now, the FMC position, IRS left, IRS right, GPS left, GPS right, they're all the same.
Okay.
You sometimes have some gyro drift.
Right.
That's why sometimes you realign, but not a biggie. Okay?
Oh, so this gyro drifts just like a real airplane, but you need to in the flight
In the
we have
older
to
airplanes,
reset.
on the airplanes today, you have GPS, so it will compensate for it. Okay, but they all have to align. So that's what we did.
Okay.
Okay, now we have everything over here. Okay, you know what's crazy? Those airplanes are real. So it's live weather, live traffic.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go from Tampa to KMIA, Miami. Okay, we're going to be Malev 745, just to piss off the Hungarian government. And then, I don't know where we're going to take off from, but it looks like we're going to take off towards the north.
Okay.
Okay? Because you're a pilot, you know what I'm doing right now. Okay? Ask me if something you're like, what the hell did you just
Sure.
do? Why? Okay. So we're going to take off from runway 1 left. Activate performance initialization. We're going to put in 17,000 pounds of fuel. That's going to be enough for both of our trips.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to put that in here. That's going to give us 132,000 pounds of gross weight. Zero fuel weight is 114,000, 115 basically. We're going to put in 5,000 pounds of reserve. 20 goes in the cost index, which is basically the fuel efficiency calculation for the aircraft, and we're going to fly 25,000 feet. Then
I got a question.
Yes.
So, is the runway 6 we're taking off?
No, runway 1 left.
Oh, runway 1 left. Is that calculated due to the real weather we're having today, or is it just one we're picking?
See this?
Yes.
006 at 8.
So it's 10. Okay. That's
006 at 8. So it's north, right?
Yeah.
So let's see this. Actually, let's do it this way. It's probably, this is older than that one, okay? Or vice versa,
Okay.
but it's real.
All right. So that's the actual. Okay, got it.
That's right now according to ForeFlight,
Right.
okay? But that's practically the same.
Okay.
Like, there's zero difference right now, okay? So it's what's outside is what's in here.
Right.
Clouds, everything. So when we're going to go down, we're going to look at this, watch. So we're going to check here. Satellite.
Yeah, it's my hometown.
And there you go. I was there yesterday. Plenty of time. So you see? So we have no clouds all the way down to Miami.
Okay.
Well, you will see when you go into Miami, you're going to have plenty of clouds.
All right.
Got it? All right. And then we come back to Orlando, there will be nothing. All right? Okay. So we got to do this. Hold on, let me put this back.
So there'll be no IFR flying today, but
If
we'll,
you want, I can put you after we land in Miami. I can throw you into somewhere where it's nasty.
Yeah, let's
It's
do
up
that.
to you.
Yeah.
Then we're going to find out here, basically, that if I look at the entire country, so we have overcast up in New York, Buffalo, somewhere about the northwest, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Apparently it's spring. So spring has sprung. So now we're right here. So we could basically do one from JFK maybe to, if we do it quick enough to, like maybe we can go from Detroit to Buffalo or something like that, or from Buffalo to Detroit, and then you get IFR like that.
Okay.
It's up to you, whichever you want. Or we can go from LaGuardia to Boston.
All right.
Or whatever.
We'll do the first leg and.
Sure. All right. We get plenty of time. My next appointment is at 2 o'clock.
All right.
All right. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the flight plan. So we're going to execute this. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our departure. Departure is going to be the Gandhi 8 departure to Sabi intersection. The arrival is going to be more than likely to runway 9. Okay. With the leg intersection, and we're going to do Frogs 4. Okay. And it's going to be the Sabi intersection. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the vectors and the whatever, all of that stuff. And guess what? We just put this together, and now we're happy. All right. So over here.
So
Go ahead.
you're not an IFR pilot, but you know the waypoints, like that from flying them.
I have
You know
18,000 hours in this thing, man.
Dang.
I can fly this bird with my eyes closed.
That's
Lit-
incredible.
like I'm not even making this up. I can feel where, what, how, why.
Right.
Like I know what's happening to that degree. And if I'm in a real airplane, the same damn thing applies.
Yeah.
Okay, I flew the level D plenty of times. I fly larger airplanes also. I flew Cessna Citation X out of Atlanta, and I had an instructor who owned the aircraft
Right.
next to me, a lawyer. I flew a PC-12. You go into
That
my
must have been a
TikTok
nice
page, you
plane
can
to
see
fly.
it. Oh yeah, it was amazing. I can show you videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, now this one over here says 28,000.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put /250 in here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell for the vertical speed vertical speed that what we're gonna do is we're gonna put over here. We're gonna climb with 291. Okay, we don't care about the Mach speed because we're not gonna go that high.
Okay.
Cruise is going to be at 320. I'm gonna put that in here. Okay, and our descent is going to be also at 291. Okay, we're all set up.
Now, is cruise indicated speed or ground speed?
It's always indicated.
Okay.
When we are talking about aerodynamics, it's always indicated airspeed.
All right.
Ground speed becomes valuable when we're talking about fuel calculation.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So now we got this one. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go push this down, these two. So now we're basically connected to the jetway. You can let it go, and you can be disconnected from it because the APU is on.
Okay.
We're going to do fuel pumps. Okay. Push this down. That's the yaw damper. The yaw damper basically is this. It keeps the horizontal stabilizer, which is basically the rudder,
Mhm.
It keeps it from deflecting constantly.
Okay.
Okay, so it basically stabilizes that. So that stupid thing what you had in the 70s that your butt was wiggling at the back
Sure.
of the aircraft because it was constantly flipping because get close to the speed of sound. 0.82 is not the speed of sound, but it's darn close for that vibration to occur.
Got it.
That's why you have swept wings and you have straight wings.
Right.
So the straight wings, what happens if you would have a sonic boom, this would rip it off here.
Sure.
Okay? That's why you have a swept wing, so it happens here, not here.
Right.
Engineers came up with that. So that's that. Okay? Now, what we're going to do after this, you're going to push these four down.
These one,
Yeah.
two, these four.
Yeah, not the middle. Those
Do
are
I
the
need to do it at
window
the same
heats.
time,
I
or-
don't care. You can do it one by one or vice versa, or however you want to do it.
Okay.
Galley switch, push it down. That makes your coffee. So this was the window heat. Pull, switch them to all these two to auto.
Auto.
Uh-huh.
Auto.
This one on to open,
Open.
all the way down. Good, alright. And then all three of them onto on. Pull them. You gotta pull. Big button,
Okay,
you gotta
on.
pull. And never force a switch in an aircraft.
Got it.
There you go. Listen to the AC.
Okay.
So we established air conditioning in the back of the aircraft from the accelerator power unit. Until this time, you only had this yellow hose that was underneath the aircraft,
Got it.
pushing from the terminal. Alright? Got it?
I got it.
Okay, good. Alright, at this time, set this one please to 12,000 feet.
Okay. 12,000.
Alright. Cool. We're going to set this guy over here to 100. And so what we can do is basically, we're looking at takeoff is going to, hold on, we didn't even finish that. So performance initialization. Outside temperature is 17 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees flaps, central gravity is calculated. We're going to take off with 131 knots. 143 goes in here. That's your single engine operation speed.
Okay.
So V2, you know that, right?
No.
Okay, so V1, what is V1?
It's takeoff speed.
No,
That's
that's
approach.
VR.
Then V1. Oh, V1 is safe. Go ahead. What is it?
Alright. A lot of people say it's the point of no return. It isn't. It is the go, no-go decision speed. I'm
Got it.
committed to takeoff.
Okay.
Then I take off. And then V2 is basically if you lose one of your engines, you gotta be at that speed, otherwise you're not gonna make it.
Got it.
Got it?
Got
Good. Alright. Now, so what we do now is we got all of that, etc., etc. Now, what I'm going to show you here, watch this. So we're going to go here. Check this out. Routes. TPA. To Miami. So this was just completed by American Airlines. So they took off towards the north, landed towards the east. We're doing the same thing. Again, the 8 to Subby to Frogsport, 25,000 feet.
Okay.
That's what they did. It's exact. We're not doing a damn thing different.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Alright, push this down, please. Good. Push this down. We're going to ask for pushback.
Tampa ground Mullet 745 requesting pushback.
Simcenter, how can I help you?
Mullet 745 pushback request accepted.
I can call you back in about just a little bit, if that's okay, because I'm with a client right now flying. Yeah, I'll call you back in about just a little bit, okay? All right, sir. No problem. Okay. All right. Set this one, please, with that number over there to 3012.
So hold on. Where's this? I don't know where.
On the
it's
bottom right corner, see the barometric
Got it.
pressure?
Oh, so we're setting it to 3012.
Yes, 3012.
3012.
See now we got pushed back already?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So now we are okay on this one. Oh, we're gonna put 25,000 over here. That's our pressurization system.
So we have our first step, our first altitude for,
12,000 feet.
and then we have a second altitude here?
Well, that's our cruising altitude.
Okay.
That's our pressurization system. That's the highest as we're going to go.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
Right.
that's a pressurization. That is our
That's initial altitude we're going to
Okay.
go to. So as soon as we take off, first step is we're going to go to 12,000. But before it, we can start going up as they let us.
Tampa
Okay.
ground spirit
Which
wind
usually what they
377,
would do anyway.
requesting push.
All right, ready to start the engines?
Sure.
All right. So these two off, please. So pull out, switch them off.
Off.
Yep, that
Off.
one, that one. Good. Push this in, turn it one notch to the left. Did you hear the AC stop?
Yes.
Good. All right. Start valve open, N2 is rising. When this gets to 25, you're going to pull this out, put it up over here into this groove, okay?
Okay, when it
Get
gets
your
to
finger
25.
here. 25, which is
Okay.
now. Pull it out, put it up. Good. Engine is starting on the right side. When this will turn off, you're going to push this down, okay?
When that turns off, you're going to push that down.
Yes.
Tampa ground Olive 745 requesting
Push it
the end
down.
of pushback.
So we're on our own generator. Push it down and wait until it turns. There you go. Perfect. Good. All right. The parking brake is set. What we're going to do now is we're going to turn this one onto a closed valve. We're going to open, we're going to turn on the AC port in the back, but it's only on the right.
Okay.
Push this in, turn it one notch to the left.
Okay. In one notch to the left.
Perfect. When this gets to 25, you go do the second engine.
All right, 25.
Good.
In.
All right. Yep.
Tampa ground spirit wings 377,
So
requesting
this
the
turns
end
into
push
automatic
back.
idle.
No.
What
What
is
this
that?
one does is fuel.
What is it? Fuel. Oh, fuel. Okay.
You get your fuel pumps.
Oh, so that's the
We
fuel.
spool up the engine
Got
with the APU, with the bleed air, high pressure compressed air.
Okay.
Once it cranks up, just like your car,
Yes.
you give it fuel and it ignites.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Push this down until the blue light goes away. Perfect. We're going to do continuous ignition, right ignition. Pedostatic system, push them down.
Tampa ground spirit
Good.
wings
Pull,
377,
switch both of the hydraulics down. Pull, switch down, both of them. Those are the hydraulics. These ones to auto.
Okay. Auto. And auto.
Good. And this one off.
This is now off.
We don't need it because
Both
the
of them
APU
or
we
one?
no longer need. These are the engine generator,
Got it.
the engine bleed air.
Oh,
This
I
is the
see.
APU. Okay?
Got it.
Turn off the APU. We no longer
Off.
need it. Turn on the taxi light.
Taxi light on.
Yeah, we're gonna check. Everything is happy. Set this one piece to RTO. Let's
RTO.
reject the takeoff. We're gonna do 5 degrees flaps. We're all set up.
All right.
This is how long it takes just to taxi out.
Right.
Okay, now we're gonna ask for taxi clearance.
Tampa ground Olive 745 ready to taxi departure to the south with India.
Olive 745 taxi to and hold short of runway 1 left via taxiway.
So I told you, it's going to runway 1. I taxi out, you take off. It's always the captain who taxis.
So were they giving us the 80s? Or
We already knew it.
because it said it had 80s, but I didn't remember.
Sure, here, 1, 2, 6, 4. Hold on, let me just tell her that we're okay.
American 2408 taxi to and hold short of runway 1 left using taxiway Victor Victor 1 Whiskey Whiskey 1. Contact tower on 119.05 when ready.
Taxiing hold short
Alright,
runway
so
1
here,
left
1,
using
2, 6,
taxiway Yankee Victor Victor 1
4, 5.
Whiskey
That's
Whiskey
the
1 Olive
actual
745.
80s frequency for Tampa.
Okay.
Tampa Airport information, India 1500 Zulu.
So,
Wind 006 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 10. Altimeter
here we can do 3014. Change it.
ILS
Yeah.
runway 1 left and visual runway
Yeah,
1 right.
3014. 3014.
Landing and departing
Yeah.
runway 1
We're
left
good.
and runway 1 right.
So we're going to take off from runway 1 left. Now we know everything. Alright, now let's talk about that primary flight display.
Okay.
Number 45, you see it?
Yes.
That's your speed.
Right.
On the right is your altitude.
Correct.
Okay, below it is your heading.
Yes.
Okay? Alright. This is the 10-degree mark.
Yes.
Good. No more than 10 degrees when you take off.
Okay.
Why is that?
Stall.
No,
brings
sir.
down the speed.
It can't stall.
So why?
Look.
Tail.
Tail strike.
Right.
Okay? Good. Now, the black dot is the nose of the aircraft. The black bars are the wings of the aircraft. This is really hard for people who fly Cessnas to grasp what I'm going to say right now. The pink bars that are going to show up are the ones that are going to move. The black dot is not going to move because we're sitting on it.
Right.
Got it?
Got it.
So, fly director is on. You get two pink bars, a vertical and a horizontal. I always try to explain this to people in every possible way I can. But anytime I explain it, people exactly do the opposite no matter how many times I say it. So, the black dot will not move because it's in the center, but that's what we're going to move because we're moving the miniature airplane. If the pink bar goes to the right, which way are you going to turn?
Opposite?
No. Everybody thinks that. I don't understand why. It's the flight director. It's directing where to put the aircraft. So, if the pink bar goes to the right, which way are you going to turn?
Go to the right.
Good. Pink bar goes to the left. Which way are you going to turn?
Left.
Good. Pink bar goes up. What you going to do?
Up.
Good. That's it. Got it?
Got it.
So at all times, that black dot has to be exactly in the cross. You're chasing the cross.
The cross of the pink.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Got
And when we take off, we don't cross 10 degrees. Got it?
Correct.
What speed are we taking off at?
By
Top left corner, green number.
143.
That's a pink number. Green
Right.
number.
The green number is 131.
Good. Huge difference between the two. That means you are at the gas station or took off.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Ready?
Yeah.
Cool. Lights on. Strobe lights. We tell the flight attendant number 1 for takeoff. We're going to ask for Tampa Tower. All right.
Tampa Tower, Mollet 745, ready for departure to
See
the
right
south
here?
at runway 1 left.
Yes.
See right there. It follows it. Literally.
Mollet 745, wind 006 at 8. Caution the Airbus taking off runway 1 right.
All right.
Departure to the south approved.
So we're clear for takeoff.
For takeoff runway 1
Flight
left.
attendants, please be seated for departure. All right.
Got it.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So what speed are we taking off at?
You're taking off at 143.
No.
131.
Here you go. Relax. Easy. Runway 1 left is verified. You see it?
Mollet 745,
Okay.
acknowledge
She
last
wants us to
passenger.
talk to back to her. Those American Airlines and Spirit just took off. So we got a parallel departure. We're gonna have to watch out for that dude, okay?
Okay.
Alright, heading select. This is basically what we know is we're in the correct runway. If there's fog and you don't know which runway you're on, you hit the heading select when you get onto the runway. It's not a bad idea, so you know it. That's since the 10-hour effects again.
Right. Oh,
2747 when they get.
Yes.
Alright, auto throttle is armed. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, you don't need the rudder, trust me, because we have the yaw dampers and we take
Okay.
care of that. Okay? Hold the yoke. Now, when you fly, if you feel this, I'm helping.
Okay.
Got it? Ready?
Yeah.
So don't fight it.
So, but it also
Go ahead.
seems like we're facing that way.
This is the center of the airplane. It's a huge airplane. You're not in a Cessna.
Got it.
If it's 747, it's even crazier.
All right.
All right? Are you ready? So look, if I line up, hold on. Now I lined up correctly. See where the bar meets the ground?
Yes. Yes.
That's where the center of the aircraft is.
Got it.
Got that?
Yes.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, watch this. Push this forward like 40%. That's it. Push this button inside. Watch. It sets the takeoff power to 98.4%. We're rolling. Airspeed alive. You see it?
See it?
Okay, good.
80 knots. 100
Good.
knots.
Everything is looking great. Rotate, start pulling. Easy, easy, easy. There you go. Push forward a little bit so we don't hit the tail. Keep it at 10 degrees, okay? Just a little bit higher. Put a positive rate. Gear up, okay? Got it? Got it. Gear up. Alright. No, let me just do it. All you have to do now is level change 210 knots. Follow the pink box. Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Flaps on.
Tampa Tower,
Alright, now we're going to turn left to 270 degrees, climb and maintain 12,000. Okay? Got it?
Got it.
Alright. lights off. RTO off. I did the housekeeping. Alright, we're flying it now. That's Clearwater Beach out there. You'll see it in a second. You can look outside, it's okay. Alright, now we're going to go to our first intersection, which is Gandy. Lateral navigation. All you do, literally all you're going to do is follow that. Okay. Pull up a little bit. Because now you're going to go over speed if you don't. Because what it does, level change will calculate the speed. If you pitch down, you will go faster. Off to the horizontal line. Keep it right there. And anytime you want to put an autopilot, just let me know when. Okay? So try steady. Okay? You're going up 6,000 something feet per minute. That's a bit excessive, but that's good. To the left. I know. That's what Cessna pilots do. That's understandable. So just think with it. We're going here. Got it? So pull up a little bit. Because now, look at your vertical speed indicator. You are going down. People in the back are uneasy at this point. And you're going faster than 250 under 10,000. And that pisses off the FAA. Alright?
10,000 feet.
Easy. Now, why is it so sensitive? So if you go 500 miles per hour and a guy comes towards you 500 miles per hour, you guys can go away from each other, right? All right, now we're going to go all the way up to 25,000 feet. I'm going to set this guy to do that, and we're going to change to 320 knots. Make sure you don't go down. Look at your vertical speed indicator. Okay, 320 knots. Turn a little bit to the left. I know you want to go to the right, but no. I told you everybody does the opposite. That's your Cessna. Because over there, you're moving the needles. Here. That's why it's called 737NG. The new generation.
It's just very sensitive like that, and you got to get used to it.
Sure. But what's your VSI so you don't go down because you were going down? See your VSI? You know where it is? That's your vertical speed indicator, right?
Okay, yes.
Good. So,
Follow them.
now people in the back are texting their friends. Please tell the kids I love them.
Yes.
Alright. So just like that, what's your PSI? That's it. So we're going up to, now this is your trim, okay? So we're going to work on it a little bit so we get a nice climb. 10,000 feet, we turn off these two guys. So look, these two, and we tell the flight and they can start working. Okay? So now you're going 6,000 feet per
It
minute.
felt like the autopilot was on. I was trying to.
It isn't. You felt this? That's me. Helping you.
Oh, okay.
I told you, remember?
Yeah.
When you feel that, that's not the autopilot doing it. It's go ahead, do it. Wrong direction. There you go. That's why I'm helping you.
Got it.
Because if you do like a fatal mistake, then it can be very, like, push forward. Keep it right there. Yep. I'm not going to touch it. Let's see what you do, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Now you're going to turn because you're going to pairs, right? That's your next intersection. Use your trim. Okay? So push forward. First, what you do is so you need to push. Yeah, it will do it, but don't fly with the trim. First, put it over there to the horizontal line. Push it down. Push it down. Then you trim it. And just look so you can relieve the pressure. Yes. There you go. See? You'll get it. Just remember how you feel. Outside airplane. Aviate, navigate, communicate. There you go. Pretty cool, huh? Yes. This is your 39 knot tailwind. This is when we turn up the heat. What's your VSI? Beautiful.
Transition altitude.
Hold on. Remember, you're moving. I know, everybody
You're so
does
right
that.
about that.
Listen, I'm doing this for 20 years. So, hi guys. But you had to, because you were still right now. Level changes the moment it's permanent. Okay. If I push this guy, all you do is just climb with 1,000 feet per minute. So pull up, because now you're going down. What's your VSI? Set it to 1,000 feet, but there's actually a tick mark. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, now it's too much. So you need to push forward a little bit, and you can trim it out. And it will work in the power. But remember, when too much power, it will make you go down. Okay? So you have to counteract that. Push down. Push, 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 push. You gotta counteract those huge engines.
I'm so protective on over controlling
Of
it.
course you are, but it's fine. I'd rather have you protective over controlling than not controlling. Do you mind if I call this person back really quickly? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You want to put it on autopilot?
Yeah, put it on
or-
autopilot now. And
You can let it go. Gather yourself. Think what you do. You always, this is what I tell everybody. Think before you do. Because if you react, you're not flying the airplane. The airplane is flying you. Make sense?
Yes.
And that's what happened. Right?
Yes.
Because you were basically reacting to whatever. This is an unfamiliar thing.
yes.
Once you familiarize with it, the second flight is going to be a lot easier. That's why IFR at that time will be a lot different
maybe,
because now you're going to be relying on that.
Yes.
Slowly, you're not going to see anything. But anyway, that's Fort Myers already down there. Yeah, you see? Port Charlotte? Going right there. And here's the crazy part. See that wind? 60 knots from behind? Check this out. So we're going to go here. Watch. We're going to go up to 24,000 feet. So we're down here, right? Just about here. So we're here by Cape Coral, right? How crazy that is, huh? It's exact. This is windy. You can see all the way up to whatever. But we can see how the weather is down in Miami. What is it? That's your Miami weather. Always 27 minutes.
Yeah. There's the.
Oh, you're gonna see that. I'm telling you, this is how realistic this is. I want you to think with this for a second. When I was testing this, when I finally upgraded it, when I tested it, we took off in a thunderstorm out here in Tampa. We came out to Honeymoon Island. We turned around, and as we were going towards Tampa, over the Tampa Bay, there was a rainbow. I literally put it on autopilot. I went outside and I looked, and there was the rainbow. That's how realistic it is. Got it? Now watch this. See these airplanes over here?
Yes.
Check this out. So this guy over here is Sun and Country 382. Actually, that's it. American 2458. That's live. That's live. That guy is there. Those airplanes that you see are really out there. That's how cool this is. Alright, let me call this person back really quick. sir. I'm calling you back. I'm good. I can help you. Yes, we did. To Daniel. Which one? The 737? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same way. Sure. But keep it in mind, the 736 was $250 an hour and $350 for 2 hours. The rest of the systems are the rest of the system is $1 to $2 a minute. $1 to $2 a minute. It really depends which one you do. But all of my prices are on the website. You just have to go onto online and book it. I can't even look at it right in a second because I'm working on it. Yes, sir. That's correct. If you really, really need to do it, then I can. But then you have to call me back before I can. Sure. Okay, so the number I called you from is my personal cell phone. Okay, text me on that. Let me know which one day you want to do it, and then we possibly maybe can do it. But it depends with my wife. Again, that's my wife's decision. All right, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Sorry. I'm the only guy, so.
So, alright, I'm looking at DCMs. I see 0 and it's still on standby.
Standby battery.
Okay.
Okay, so if I go battery, it's going to say the same thing. Auxiliary battery is going to say, this is your battery, okay? So it tells you what the power of the battery is. Now here, AQ is not running, so it's off. Okay? Ground power is not there, standby power. Okay? We don't need it right now, so it's not an issue. But here, generator 2, generator 1 engine, second engine. Okay? They're running. So we're good.
What's this? Is that the landing gear? Just let's don't let go.
Landing gear right here. And there's also a standby, backup up here. This is 1977, an aircraft crashed in the middle of the Everglades because this light bulb was burned out. Since that time,
You're
second
talking
set.
about the jet.
Not the value jet.
That was the one they were focused on.
That's correct.
Light.
Yep, because of that. Good.
All right, so now anytime we get to a certain point, they'll start vectoring us in. Do we just set?
Right now we're following lateral navigation.
Yes.
Okay? So, we're going to get the ATIS. Alright? So we go here, and we can say this. Look. KIMIA. Okay? We're going to do procedure, approach. We're probably going to land on runway 9. Okay? And we said leg. So now, we got our, on 4 flight, we got our thing. So it's 11915. We're going to sit here 11915, just like you could do in a real airplane. Switch it over. We'll start having Miami showing up as soon as we get close enough. See, now we're starting to see those clouds?
Yes.
As we went down. So according to this, we start descending in 7 knots. Set this one piece to 11,000 feet. Quick.
11,000 feet.
Yep. Beautiful. Push this button here. Good. And we're going to slow down to 310. Screws back, start descending. So
Descend.
level change. What's the difference between VSI and level change? Alright, so vertical speed, we will set a certain amount of vertical speed, which in this case we can do 1,500 feet per minute. So power is going to change accordingly to keep it faster or slower to keep that speed that we set 310.
Okay.
But if I put it into level change, it will pull back to idle, will pitch the nose down to speed up to that speed, or pitch up to slow down. So it uses no gas. That saved more money to the airline industry than any other.
What's the trade-off then?
You don't use power. No trade-off.
You would do that, or why wouldn't you do that?
Well, it depends. I mean, airlines go by cost index. So what they're going to do is they literally going to go like this. Okay? What you are like 15,000, you have to be here. 11,000 over here. So we're going to put this one over here as well. So 11,000 feet all the way over here. So we can do VNAV, vertical navigation, when you're going to use your profile down. Vertical profile.
Okay.
So that's VNAV. Now what is that going to do is going to even be more fuel efficient because it's going to fly your airplane down all the way to the ground using the least amount of force, the least amount of gas.
Right.
So you have several options. VNAV, LNAV, or you set your vertical speed. So right now we're going down 2,000 feet per minute. Now over here the banana shows where we're going to end up at 11,000 feet. Okay? We call it the banana. That thing over here, which if you turn,
Yeah.
that's what we call the noodle, and this one over here is the banana.
Okay.
Because it's shaped.
Right. So,
Yes.
really, vertical speed. You wouldn't. I don't know why I would want that
Because
rather than.
if I'm on a precision approach, I'm going to do that.
you're going to do vertical speed.
Sure, let's say my VOR is running, but my RNAV is not working, and now I need to go back to the basics. So I'm going to go to my initial approach fix, and I'm going to set that 3 degree, 700 feet per minute going down, so I know I'm going to get there.
Why wouldn't you just put the thing on autopilot to follow?
Because you have no ILS then. And if your GPS is out and your autopilot is out, then I'm going to put in literally that
a
much.
step down, or something like a step down.
No, I'm gonna go to the initial approach fix. I have the wrong way in. I'm gonna put it 700 feet per minute going down. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my flight director with it. I'm not gonna be on autopilot, but I'm gonna set that 700 feet per minute like this. I'm gonna say it like this. Look, 700 feet per minute. But as soon as I do like right now, 700 feet per minute, guess what? This is gonna start adding power because there's not enough power for the airplane. Pitch and speed power is out.
Yes.
So we pitched up right now to 700 feet per minute. It's adding power so we can keep that speed, 310. All right?
Understood.
So now we're going to push level change again. It will start going down. It's going to spool back. It'll start descending. Lights on.
I just want to wrap my head around that to fully understand.
Check these guys on. So, I'm going to set this to 310 knots.
I get
so it's
it.
going to pitch down to
I get it.
speed up. Once it's going to, you see, like right now it's 3,300 feet per minute.
Got it.
It's on idle still. Once we get to 310, it will start pitching up. So it will keep that speed
Yes.
with nothing but gravity and so it's not going to use power.
Right.
So no more gas.
Got it. Yeah.
That's what makes the airplane fly. Money.
Yeah.
When you try to spend the least amount of money for the most amount of profit. Ta-da! That's why now they do, to Atlanta and LAX, they do something which is called the constant speed approach.
Okay.
You're up at 39,000 feet, they give you literally almost landing clearance all the way down on the approach. So you just cut the power, you set your level, it's literally going to take you down, set your VSI, and it literally you're going to glide into the airport without almost no engine assistance. And they do that these days.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
That's what I like about you asking questions. Because most people are shy to ask. I'm like, please ask questions. If you follow me on TikTok and you watch my lives, you will see that most people don't ask questions. And I'm like, go ahead, ask questions. But I don't have one. I'm like, ask. All right, now we have over here, we're going to land runway 9. We're perfectly fine with that. All right, standard barometric pressure. Push this button over here. Good. So what you see now, we got that one. We're going to find out what's the barometric pressure out in Miami, and that's it.
Right, so I pushed that,
You're going to Miami.
and that turned yellow.
That's correct.
So,
We're going to set it in a second, and it should be okay. Under 10,000 feet is going to turn.
see, that's saying get ready to put something
No,
in.
it says this is green now. It's standard barometric pressure above 18,000 feet.
Oh, okay, right. Right, 18,000. Set to stand.
So, one second. Okay, 3008. Okay, so set that to 3008.
3008.
Yeah, it will turn green once we get lower. No worries. Good. All right. So we set the barometric pressure. Everything is set. Now we're gonna land on ILS runway 9. Set 11090 in here.
11090.
That's correct. Good. Switch it over. Active. Set this one, please, to 090.
090.
That's correct. All right. 090. Beautiful. Awesome. So we're on 11,000 feet. We're going to shut her up.
So this whole section is primarily autopilot and your...
Okay, so we call this MCP, Mode Control Panel. All right, so now the traffic collision avoidance system is telling us there's an airplane here. So let's see. Watch. See this? We're at 10 miles on our range. This guy is here, 1,600 feet below us. He's going to zoom by us right here. If we see it, we see it. If we don't, we don't.
Clear.
Clear up, okay, so we're good.
Okay, so I see that your
This is your
display.
You can zoom in or out.
Got it.
They're independent systems, but they all sync together.
So this is set on a 40-mile range.
Okay, 20, 40, 40. Now we set it 10, 20, 5, 10.
But is there something here that says 5, 10, or
5,
oh, got it,
10.
got it. And yours is
Now it's
set.
10, 20. You always double what's in the middle.
Got it. So yours is set on a 10-mile
10,
range.
yeah. So I can go out just like yours. You know, I can go out like the entire thing. I can go all the way out to 640 miles.
Okay.
Okay? So now we see all of these airplanes around us. Everything is great. Now we're going to see over here. So 10,000 feet. I want you to set this one, please, to 3,000. All the way down to 3.
3,000.
Yeah, and we're going to slow down to 210 miles.
3,000 feet.
Yep, very good. Continuous ignition on. We've got the flags, and you can start picking up the trash. Level change.
What did you change this?
Continuous ignition. Under 10,000 feet.
Okay.
Water is heavier than gas. You can have condensation water coming in. You don't want to have condensation quitting your engine for a second while you're landing or taking off.
So you're
So
burning
under
off.
10,000 feet, no. Under 10,000 feet, you're continuously igniting the engines.
To burn off the water? Or
No.
no. So
Just so it doesn't quit.
oh, okay. Oh, right. All right.
So you don't have to restart the engine. So you're just continuously igniting it. It's a lot of data.
Yes. I'm just trying to understand the theory of it. Like you said.
Like, I tell you this, watch this. There's practically nothing you can ask me I could not know the answer to. Watch this. See this? You just asked me about the starters, right? Yeah. All of this data here. See?
Now, is that also on flight sim? Are you getting that?
Oh, hell no.
Is that like a pilot's manual?
Wait.
Got
everything about the flight management computer you ever wanted to.
Does this also give you a your flight checks or all your
Failures?
I don't know. I can't think of it right now.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna bring it
Relax.
up.
10,000 feet.
I don't know why I can't think of this. What is it when you go through your checklist?
Okay, which checklist you want?
No, I'm just saying. Do you have a checklist
Watch.
on display?
Watch. So whole flight?
Okay.
You want your abnormals? They're all here.
So
Okay?
that's full flight.
No. That's I just
I see.
see this one?
Yes.
There's nothing that I don't have for this aircraft.
Got it.
It's impossible to ask something that I wouldn't know the answer to. Literally, like not even joke.
So, how soon after takeoff do most pilots set the autopilot?
Oh, I put it into level change, put it up to that, and then just let it go. It's like, but these are simple airplanes. So now what we're going to do, we're 9,000 feet. We know that we're not going to make 4,000 feet by leg. And that's side piece. So we have these spoilers. So now what it's going to do is going to keep it to 110 knots. It's going to pitch down on banana. This is highway 4. Lights on, and this is called that's cool. There's a specific one for the travel. Now we can do this. See, we can just do it for 2,000 feet. But with this guy over here, we're going to speed up a little bit, but we're okay. But we can throw out flex ones so we can help it out. Even though we are still 16 miles an hour.
Now, do you have your other flap speeds on this? Of course. Then, so,
I told you. Nothing you can add.
right.
And that's what type rating will do to you.
Sure.
You know it. Now, you know everything at the time when you're flying it? No, you're just going to forget it. That's why you have the quick reference book and all of that. You take a checklist, you look at it, that's what it is. Make sense?
Alright, so 1 degree flap.
Alright, you see the runway over there?
Oh,
So,
yes, I see.
Yep. Alright. It's all yours, my friend. Flaps fine. Gear down. You hit number 1 on the brakes. Push the button over there. Look outside. I want you to do visual. Forget about the pink bars, alright? Put your hand over here. This is your power. You're going to slow down to 140 knots. Land on that runway. This is descending, okay?
So,
Got it?
40 knots, so I gotta reduce speed.
Well, we are still good. It's already back, so you don't worry about that right now. Hands back, but don't pull back anymore. Lights on, flight and speed. We see that for landing. Alright.
So, but there's no,
Know what?
I was gonna say, just for reference, some sort of ILS that I can see.
Oh, you can use the ILS. It's right there, but you're way above your
they're all red.
Well, you're fast, but you have one light, so that's why it's telling light slip, light slip. This is the center, don't forget it, right? Too much correction. Huge inertia on this. Okay, it's like you go from a jet ski to a cruise ship.
Yeah, so you got it.
Together, right? Let's do this together. Put your hand back over here. We're good. We see everything, so we wouldn't. This is not a precision approach, but that's what we're doing right now. So we're good. So what is sun here?
Yes.
So you just get used to it.
I'm just feeling what you're doing to understand it.
40, 30, 20.
2.5 degrees to 5 degrees switch. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my animation. Spoilers up.
Are you putting brakes on right now, or are you letting
I
the
am.
spoilers?
Right now the auto brakes are working.
Oh,
I don't even need to.
got it.
Start the APU, please.
APU start. 1, 2,
So-
3.
I'm gonna go from this delta to get out of the. This beep means we are not in a takeoff configuration, which is perfectly fine. Turn this off, please. Off. Yeah, off. Beautiful. How was that for the first part?
Very eye-opening.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. So the Dazzy, I saw that, but it's not the Dazzies I'm used to.
He's not resi. Happy.
I mean, no, sorry. The glide sloper and the localizer. So it's not what I'm used to on.
Sure. This is called an NG.
Yeah. So
So you had a diamond here and you had a diamond here.
yes.
That's it. Now, we use the flight director. Why do we use the flight director? Instead, like if you look here, what? I'm gonna use that, all right, the two pink bars. See it over there?
Yes.
Okay, now why am I gonna use that instead of my ILS?
Because that's going to tell you what you need to do, rather than where you.
No, it's gonna give me wind correction.
what you need to do.
Sure, but it's gonna give me wind correction. The ILS will not. For
Right.
the ILS, I have to correct
Yeah.
for the wind.
Okay.
That will give me wind correction. It's going literally you can have your ILS on the right, and it's telling you to point to the left because it's correcting for the wind that you got when you go in, and it's literally going to put you into the center of the runway.
Right. And the ILS is going to tell you, and you're going to interpret
The
what
ILS
you
is just
need to
simply
do.
well,
Yes.
it's going to tell you where you are and where to go up or down, left or right. That's fine, but it's not going to correct for the wind
Right.
because you're getting the raw data coming out of the signal,
Got it.
right?
So this is part of your home pattern if you
Yep.
were to do a
That
Mr.
would be your
Branches?
Mr. Approach. That's correct. Lights up. Push these two down, please.
Down.
Yep. And we're gonna park.
Now what did that do?
We just turned the APU generators on. So if we turn off the engines, we're not gonna drain the battery. We can have the APU running.
Oh, there's no guys out there doing it.
Oh, I can have that, but there's no point. I can have it. All right, pull these out. Put them down, please.
Down.
Yep. Good. Turn this off.
Off.
Good. Turn this off.
Off.
Yeah.
Anti-collision off.
Miami ground Olive 745.
They're gonna put the jetway to us, and we can go to our next trip.
All right.
Olive 745, the jetway is going to be
So,
So we're gonna go back to Orlando, or should we change?
go back.
Go back to Orlando.
Go to Orlando.
Okay.
So it's which I expected, a big change from flying the incredibly quick response on the Cessna Typhoon.
Is that the airplane just took off?
Yes.
That's real, and that's what you're hearing. Because the door is just open.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So. Let's reverse our route, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? Let me shut her up. We're gonna turn these two here. I'm gonna go here.
Oh, what is that?
That's the IRS alignment, inertial reference system.
Okay.
You know what that is? You don't know how it works?
I've heard of it. But I don't know.
Before you leave, I will show you. It's telling me to show it to you. Two gyros. Two gyroscope. Spin and close the door.
American 2173, continue taxi.
Miami ground Mollet 745, could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
Close the door. I can talk a little bit easier.
Roger American
Close the door.
2173.
Okay, so it's called again? It's
IRS.
Iris.
IRS. Just like the Internal Revenue Service.
Okay.
Inertial reference system. Inertial. So it goes by inertia. Spins up really fast, become level with the ground because of centrifugal force that levels with the earth. If this airplane moves an inch forward, backward, up, down, left, right, it registers into the flight instrument computer down to 1 inch.
Okay. And we just shut that.
We basically did it into a line,
Okay.
okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go here, position. See, this is where we were in Tampa. This is where we arrived, okay? So we're going to take this. This is our last position where we stopped. Put that in here, Miami.
And that's always done. That's one of the
Yep,
first things
and
you
we
do.
put it back in to navigation. So we're not aligning it anymore. It's a line.
Okay.
That's it.
But hold on, you also have a nav and
ATT.
Yeah.
That's when you realign it when you're flying. If it goes, if you have a gyrometer.
just like precession in your.
That's correct.
Okay. All right.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So here we go. So we're going to go from Miami. We're going to take off from runway 9. Actually, we can go from runway 8 right. We're going to put that in here. We're going to say KMCO. Do you know why MCO is MCO?
No.
Why not ORL? Because ORL is the executive airport. That was the original airport.
Okay.
But the McCoy Air Force Base needed because the rich rodent moved into Florida.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
For Florida.
Got it.
Alright, so we're going to do MOLF 745. That's our flight number. Then we're going to go activate performance initialization. We got 12,000 pounds of fuel left.
Okay. And we had 17,000 before?
Yep.
Okay.
5,000 pounds per hour. That's
All right.
practically what it burns. Roughly. Depends on density altitude, depends on temperature,
Sure.
depends on all the rest of the crap.
Depends on the way you
Okay.
fly it, right?
Well, so we were flying it pretty efficiently.
Okay.
Alright? Because of the 20 cost index.
Right.
Yeah. So now, we got 127,000 pounds of gross weight, 5,000 pounds of reserve, 20 goes in the cost index, and we're going to fly 24,000 feet. Okay?
Did you say 20 goes in the cost?
Cost index.
So what's-
0 is the least amount that you're going to use as far as fuel. 600 is the, you don't give a damn. You're Emirates
600, just
airline.
get as quick as you can.
Pedal to the
whatever
metal,
you-
you're just going to get there, you don't care about anything whatsoever. You're just going to burn as much fuel as you can possibly.
Zero
do.
is the most efficient way.
No,
you could
nobody
possibly-
puts it to 0. Even Southwest Airlines, who is like as crazy as it gets on fuel efficiency,
Yeah.
puts it into 20.
Okay.
Actually, they are putting it to 30. I'm more conservative than they are.
All right. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Just because it's when I push that button, it goes to 20.
Okay.
And I'm lazy to change it.
Got it. All right.
That's it. Outside temperature right now is 25 degrees Celsius instead of 17, but it was up in Tampa. So now we get that 99.5% of takeoff power. Our takeoff is going to be with 5 degrees flaps. Center of gravity is calculated. And imagine this. Now it was 143. This was 129. Actually 131 or something, right? So now this is our, because
So
of the
it's
weight,
changed.
the change weight.
Yes.
Right? So the weight changed, everything. Passengers are in, everything is good. Departure. So now we're going to go here again.
Let me restart the live because this stupid thing is always doing this.
Can you answer questions while you're doing that?
Huh?
Can
I
you-
can absolutely answer questions. For example, but while I'm with you and you paid for it, when I don't have anybody here and I'm just doing it for them, that's a different subject when I have people.
Okay, so we put everything to Celsius.
Aviation is stupid.
But we can do it to Fahrenheit if we want.
You can't.
You can't.
No, sir. Aviation, you get feet, nautical miles, Celsius. If you explain that to me, God bless you. Because I have absolutely no idea why they did it that way, but that's what it is.
Got it.
We don't use meters or kilometers, none of that stuff. Nautical miles. So everything is coming from the ships, boats. Right? Nautical miles.
Sure.
We don't use Fahrenheit. But in Europe, some places they do, so that's why you have this meters thing over here. So we're 7 meters above sea level.
All right, so my green
Uh-huh.
takeoff number is going to change, and so is.
It's already changed. It's
Yeah.
128.
All right. I don't.
You see it?
I do not see that here. Oh.
I know. It's okay. All right. So now we're gonna go here. So we can do it this way. This is how I usually do it because it's easy. I just cheat it out. But this is how it works. Look. All right. So here we go. God, I have to go to Hungary now. My friend getting married.
Yeah. Great.
All right. So here. So we do Miami. You're an IFR pilot. You know what the K stands for?
Yes, it's an international sign. Means it's international.
Nope.
It's no.
Absolutely not.
I thought K means that you go international on that. So what is it?
It's absolutely not.
Okay, what
it
is
has
it?
nothing to do with it whatsoever.
All right.
You know why an international airport is international airport? Because it has a customs on it.
Okay.
That's it. There's no any other reason for it.
All right. So what
So
is
you
it?
can actually, it's a port of entry, and there's a dude who's going to let you go through with your passport.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's that. The K has nothing to do with it. So here's my question. Look at this. So we get all of these airports over here, okay? So these airports around, right?
Yes.
Let me get rid of the TCAS. Okay? So there is this FD 38. What is that?
FD38.
Uh-huh.
That's the airport identifier.
Sure, but why there's no K from it?
Well, I'm not going to answer that one wrong twice.
There you go. So here's the deal. Okay. So, paved or not paved? If there's a K in front of it, that airport is paved. If it's not, it's grass, dirt, or gravel.
That's.
I had no clue. I had an FAA inspector next to me from the old geezers. He's basically the curriculum director for the 737 type rating. He was sitting in the same chair you are, and he told me this. And I have not found almost any pilot so far in 13 years who had a clue about that.
That's blown.
Well, nobody cares,
Yeah, but still, I.
but that's
thought
what that is.
All this time, that's what I thought that was.
Sure.
It's just paved and unpaved.
Yep. All right. So here, American Airlines is flying up there. So right now they took off from this runway, from runway 8 right. We're going to do the same thing. We're flying at 19,000 feet. We're going to go up to 23. 23. And then we're going to do our departure. And that's going to be Flamingo. See where? Flamingo 1 to Wappum. Our arrival is going to be through Rides 2, and we're going to do Wappum.
Now they changed the runway at the last second. You have to go into the
Not in
flight,
the
or do
last
you do it
second. You kind of know it,
Yeah.
but if there's like a thunderstorm comes in and then the wind changes, then the wind changes. But if you want to know which runway we're going to land on, this is all you do. Seriously.
Just.
Honest to God, this is what you do. Check this out. There's Orlando up here. The wind is coming from the north. Actually, yeah, it's coming from the north, so we're going to land towards the north.
Okay.
And guess what? If I go back one that actually flew already, they landed towards the north.
you can cheat. But if you want to do it like real, then you go here, you put your all of that stuff, etc., etc., and then you're done. See, like you can go like this. You go KMCO, bingo, and then you say procedure, and you can departure, and you can see. Okay, we can do Lads, Miami, Flamingo 1. See all the way up here. You can do it. So you can say Flamingo. Then you say Wappum. See, now you got that one. You take off from runway 8 right. Bingo. Then you go. Now you can do this as well. Routes. See over here? Flamingo Wappum rides. You just put here. And you have the same exact thing. Okay, we can do 22,000 foot because we're just going to ignore that. And kind of I'm wondering why did they do what they did, but that's okay. So now we can cancel that. So we're going to do procedure, approach. It's going to tell us where, but it's almost no wind, so you can practically land wherever you want to. That's it.
So in today's day and age of GPS, how much are they following waypoints anymore?
Everything.
Airlines.
Everything is waypoints. GPS waypoints mostly.
Okay.
But you still have VORs and stuff like that
Got it.
in flight plans.
Yeah.
But all of this, what we were messing around over here, that doesn't work like this. The way how it works, I go here, ACARS, route, comes in from dispatch, put it in, execute, I'm on my way.
Dispatch.
I don't have to
tells
do
you
a
what to
damn thing. They do calculation for everything.
So you're a programmer. You're
You're a network administrator
Yeah.
to this particular part. But if
Yeah.
you're an Airbus, even when you're flying it, that's a laptop with a stick.
Right.
That's not an airplane.
Got it.
Boeing, you still have to fly. That's why I like it more
Right.
than any other airplane. Because over here, you still have to do what's fun about aviation.
Right.
All right? Okay, so we're ready.
Okay.
Okay, good. We're going to turn this guy off. These two on. Pull this. Switch it down, please.
APU.
Good. Yep. Push this down. Good. Push this down. Awesome. We're going to ask for pushback.
Miami ground mall of
You didn't get kicked off, guys. What happens, TikTok stops after 1 hour. I got to go there and put a puzzle piece in it. I can't while I'm with a client and while I'm landing. So that's what it is. There's not much I can do about it. TikTok is nuts. All right. So we got everything now, right? We're happy.
American 1527, hold position. Caution other traffic.
And Glenn, you didn't get kicked out. Everybody got stopped because my live stopped. All right, we're going to release the parking brake. They're going to push us back.
Hold position. American 1527.
Good.
When we're about the tail end of pushback, we go to startup, right?
Oh, as soon as there is
You get clearance?
usually what they would do it, they would actually give you a clearance. You always start the right engine unless otherwise instructed by the ground crew.
Okay.
Because usually the guy is walking on this side, so you don't want to suck him in.
Got it.
Something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be several thousand reasons why
Right.
that happens. Vissza kell ma hívlak. Oké, nem tudom, ebben a másodpercben megnézem, majd jó? Oké, csá.
So,
All right.
here's a question. Do your
Yeah.
wipers actually work on you?
No, they don't. Because my windshield effects don't work because they're not compatible with this system.
Miami ground American.
All right, so backs off. Pull these out.
Pushback.
Okay. And put them onto
American
off.
1481 pushback
Off.
request accepted.
Down. Push this in, turn it one notch to the left.
190.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
When we get to that,
When you get to 25, you're going to pull it out, put it up. You can do it 26, 27. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Alright, here we go, and we're
Beautiful.
on with
And
that.
in real life, you would hold this.
Okay.
In case somebody walks into that engine, you can have to shut it off. For whatever the bloody hell the reason is.
Okay.
And you say, who
Miami
the hell
ground
would
mall
walk
of
into an
745
engine?
requesting
Well, it
the
happened in
end of
Austin,
pushback.
Texas about a year ago.
Mall of
Good. Push this down,
745
please.
Okay, down, generator.
Good. Now we're going to do this guy. Push this in, turn it one notch to the left.
In, one to the left.
Yep. Put your finger here, 26
Miami
or
ground
27.
American
You can pull it up, put it up
776
there.
pushback.
We're going to Orlando, guys.
American 776 pushback request
Alright, and?
accepted.
You see what happened? There's a plane in front of us inside.
Yes.
because they turned on their squawk, and that's what they were sitting in real life. But we were there, and the computer knew it, so it didn't put it there.
Right.
But in real life, that United is sitting there.
Miami Ground American
And then the
141.
delta is whatever squawks are on is what shows up.
American
Push this down.
141 request
Generator,
to end
good.
pushback
We're going to do continuous ignition. Torpedo setting
Below
system, push
10,000
them down.
feet.
Yep.
On.
Pull, switch them down. Good.
Okay.
Auto,
Miami Ground American
Auto. And
1481
auto
with
over
Sierra
there.
ready to
Auto.
taxi IFR.
good. Off.
Off.
American
Taxi light on.
141
Taxi light
and hold
on.
short of runway
Check,
20.
everything is good. RTO,
5 Yankee 2 Juliet Juliet.
RTO
6,000.
6,000.
Contact
Yep.
tower on 123.9 when ready.
It will get there. There's a lot of people using it, so it skips if you are like, yeah, good. Just push it down a little bit like this.
Miami Ground American 776.
5 degrees flaps. We're going to set the trim. And now, I'm going to ask for, I'm going to go a little bit, and then we're going to ask, and then we're good. Because it's going to give us runway 9, but I want to take off in runway 8.
Now, does this particular plane have an actual
Steering tiller.
here?
Yep, on the left
But
side.
we're doing it with our feet.
That's correct, because I have people coming with wheelchair, and that's why I'm using it here. So I chose not to do that.
Got it.
I can. $200.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. Yeah.
It's not an insane amount of money, so I'm probably gonna get it. Just for fun. Yeah, we're going to Orlando. Turn off the APU.
APU off?
Yep. Good. We'll taxi out. We're gonna take off and go to Orlando. And we're done.
So, things I've learned, below 10,000 feet, it's always on continuous,
Yep.
so that water doesn't stop your engine or anything else.
Yep. Well, it's mostly condensation. So I want you to imagine this, okay? We are 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Miami. We fill up the tanks, everything is good. So there's no condensation, but there is water in the tank because there's humidity. Now, I got delayed. I departed at 9 o'clock in the evening. Absolutely there's condensation no matter what you're doing. So now water is heavier than gas. I'm out at the runway. I'm about to take off, and my left engine quits because of that. Because water is heavier than gas.
Sure.
It's gravity fed,
That's why
right?
you always check the tanks.
So guess what? We put it into continuous ignition under 10,000, so that never happens. This is how I put it to people. Every single switch, every single light, every single knob represents a death. Nobody put this pretty blue light over here because they thought it would be a wonderful fashion statement.
Right.
Somebody kicked the bucket, so that thing is there.
Okay.
This is 123 years of aviation history.
Miami Ground American 1527 with Sierra.
Nothing represents it more than this. Your landing gear. You know why it looks and feels like a landing gear? Or even on a tiny Cessna, even if you fly a kite, as long as it has
So you
retractable
don't-
landing
you
gear?
don't mistake it for
That's correct, because in 1950, they had nothing but a switch. There was smoke in a cabin, they couldn't find it, they died. Guess what? Since that time, everybody is mandatorily have to have a miniature landing gear.
American 1140 heavy push.
So you know where it is. Make sense?
Makes sense.
There you go.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Tango Tree Tango Victor cross runway 30 Victor Quebec.
All right.
1 cross.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so ping bar goes right, you turn right. Ping bar goes left, you turn left. Ping bar goes up, you go up. Ping bar goes down, you push down. Got it?
Got it. And
You
we have
follow the flight director.
We have the rudder dampening system.
Yeah, we don't care
We don't
about
need that because we don't want.
It's on already.
I'm repeating just so that I memorize.
That's correct.
November
Yep.
Quebec flight 1 American 152.
And that was what was that switch? That
Hmm?
the dampening, the rudder dampening. There you go.
Yaw damper.
Okay, yaw dampening.
Just
It's
yaw
a yaw.
motion. Yep.
Roll.
All right, now we're gonna get onto the runway. Okay. They're going to runway 8 left. It's actually going around. Okay. All right, that's fine. Lights on. Strobe lights. Brightens. Please be seated for departure. We are. Yep, same client. Yes, Ashley. He booked 2 hours. Then I have 1 more hour after this. Not with him, but someone else. So that guy's going away right now.
Miami Ground American 1140 heavy requesting the end of pushback.
heading select.
To end pushback received.
Auto throttle is on. Alright, so he's gone. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, 40% throttle. That's it. Wait until it goes to 40%. Push the button here.
That's your brake system?
Nope. That's the tow gun.
Got it.
Take off, go around. Good. We're rolling.
Okay.
Airspeed alive. See it?
Yes.
Good.
80 knots.
Cross check complete.
100 knots.
Good.
Alright, approaching V1.
There's wave. So we want rotate. Start pulling. Good.
Don't want to do past 10 because we don't want to hit the
Gear
tail.
up.
Positive read. Apply. Gear up.
Okay.
Flaps one.
Gears up.
And flaps up.
Flaps are.
Okay. Follow the pink bars.
Want to get the Lion C today?
Lateral navigation. Pull up a little bit and turn left. Up, 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 up. There we go. Beautiful. Here is up and left. RTO off.
Let's see what it's doing.
You'll get it. It's going to be a lot easier right now than first.
So how much do I really need to use rudder on this plane?
Almost none. Only crosswind landings. I mean, I can watch. But that's all. That's your rudder.
Right.
You don't need to because
That's how they crashed in New York. They
Wow.
took off the rudder.
a little too excessive on that climb. Now we're going to go all the way up. Make it 2,500 feet per minute. Okay? I'm going to go up to 20, what the hell did I say? 23,000. And Orlando is really high up. You got to pull up, my friend, because you're not climbing. There you go.
That's the Bazzi, right?
There you go. Not Wazzy. VSI.
Yes.
There you go.
Vertical speed indicator.
Okay. What? Look at this. 2,500 feet per minute. Look at your vertical speed indicator. Don't go 5,000 feet per minute. Now pull up. Good. Now we can change this one to 320 knots. Climbing up to 23,000.
I think I did the same thing in my initial flight teaching, which I was afraid to over control.
Of course, everybody is. You're not special. Sorry to break it. It's normal. What you're doing is perfectly normal. Airbus pilots are the worst at this.
Oh yeah?
Absolutely. They completely forgot they have to trim.
Right.
Because the Airbus auto trims for them.
Oh.
So they just fall out of the
They
sky
lose
like
that-
nobody's
Yeah,
business.
they lose that
Right.
feel.
2,500 people watching.
Nice.
Guys, follow me on YouTube as well, okay? Because if TikTok gets banned, you're screwed. But if you're here, then you will see me every day except Monday.
Right. So we're at almost 11,000 feet.
Huh?
Can we put it on autopilot now?
Push this button. Set. It's okay. And we'll trim out. And we'll
Does it
do
take that
we'll do
much
it.
trim?
Sure. Because you weren't trimming, were you?
I trimmed a little bit, but
Sure.
I didn't want to over trim.
I understand. But that's what it is.
It's getting a feel.
Now the level will change. It's going to do its job. Lights off. You're about 10,000. Continuous ignition off. Down the flight. We can start working. We're on our way. Sioni, you can speak. It's a 737 jetliner, guys. It's not a warplane. Alright. This shows where we're going to end up at 23,000 feet. Or banana.
Oh, the banana. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the sort of like the shooting point.
It's not a shooting point. It depends on the wind. It depends on your pitch. Like if I pitch up more, look.
Yeah.
Pitch up to 2,500 feet per minute, that comes closer. That's a prediction where we're going to end up. So we're going to level change.
So you said a banana is not really the technical name for it. What is the technical name for it?
I'm saying banana for so long, but I'm going to tell you. Oops, hold on. That's not what I want. I want this guy. So green is for dynamic conditions. Altitude range arc. Altitude range arc. You like the banana a lot easier.
Yeah, banana is much easier. But
Yeah.
altitude range arc will explain more of what it is than banana. But
Sure.
banana is easier.
And then you get the noodle, right? So this one, you see it says over here, the symbology color. Amber is for cautions. Black is for a condition. Cayenne means non-active or background information. Green is for dynamic conditions. Magenta means command information, pointer symbols by condition. Red means warnings. White means present status or range scales. And then you get the noodle is called position trend vector.
Position
Trend vector.
trend.
So it shows you where you're going to end up.
Now I noticed that you have a sort of shaker or something in here to feel like the real. So that's, as drummers, we have something like that on us.
Oh, you're a drummer. I love that. What's your favorite band?
It's
Of all time.
Beatles. The Beatles.
For me, it's Iron Man.
Ooh, nice band. Yes would be a
Bruce Dickinson is my idol.
He's great.
It's not just that. It's the only person.
He's a talent.
Idols and Isaac out of the world. And he's the only one in the band who had to cut his hair. Because they would not let him fly at all.
That's amazing.
Do you know why you have to cut your hair? The reason is not that. So it doesn't go into your face. Doing nothing.
Okay, see,
That's
there's
it.
always a reason to something.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's not just they just made it up at all. Turn off. That's the simple. Off. Good. You can walk around the cabin. Good. It's pretty cool, huh? That machine over here.
This is the whole thing is very cool.
It's good. I'm glad. See, here we are. Alonso, Flamingo. We're going right there.
So, bring it down so I can see. All right, so I will see the whole flight back.
So we're going to Wapo.
There you go.
Now we didn't put over here the arrival, so let's do that.
We'll be passing over Fort Lauderdale.
We're gonna do arrival, right to Wapo. I'm gonna land on runway 35 left. Yeah, 35 left. So now you're gonna see the entire thing. You see? It's good. There you go. Bingo. They're going to give us in a moment what our radius
Public
is.
descent in 50 miles.
Public descent is 50 miles, believe it or not.
15 miles.
50 miles. 50 miles.
Top descent
15 miles didn't seem
150
like
miles.
enough space for this. 50 miles.
So the local coach will be right here.
Visuals are great.
Oh, this is as real. I mean, look at this. If I change it, look at the time. So if I change this, this is going to be your dusk tonight. This is the stars. You can do celestial navigation. Look at the seasons on the right.
That's old school.
Oh yeah, but you can do it. You see, as the moon goes away. Hold on. I'll show you. This is when you get. You'll see morning in a second. See all that with the right. So that's your. Yeah. And then you go real time. Bingo. It's amazing. You can see thunderstorms, you can see everything. I'm telling you, there's absolutely zero difference between this and real life flight. None. This is great. So what the heck is that club? I don't know what that is. Get rid of that. Get rid of solid 2. I don't know what that is.
Descent. Cruise.
There you go. We're good. Cool.
So here's your backup attitude indicator. Any one of these fails.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's
That's kind of.
Yep.
It's that.
But I can tell you this, today, I can land this airplane with any of that stuff. All of these can be completely gone. Watch this. I can just land it like that. Using nothing but that GPS. As a matter of fact, today I can walk around with my watch.
Really?
Oh yeah, you get your VOR, don't you?
Yeah.
The GPS, VOR, you're done. I remember one time, Key West VOR was out, Miami VOR was out, and St. Pete VOR was out. Depart from Key West. Middle of the night. With the 970
Middle of the night.
WFLA. Middle of the night.
No reference.
No reference whatsoever.
Turn the
With my
players
ADF,
on.
with my ADF, 970, 970, I listened to Art Bell all the way until I went to Tampa. Because that was the radio station, that was the antenna. And I just tuned into that one. I flew all the way to Tampa using nothing but that.
Yeah.
And I listened to Art Bell on frequency.
That's
This is coast to coast AM. I was literally flying like that.
That's amazing.
And it was perfect. I was talking to Miami Tower. I was like, he's like, what are you listening to? I'm like, I'm listening to Art Bell. Oh, you're 970? I'm like, yeah, the ADF is out, everything is out. I don't know what the hell's going on. He says, yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. I can vector you. I'm like, I don't need it, thank you. It's all right. And he was laughing out loud. He was like, oh my God, you're listening to Art Bell. I'm like, yeah, it's 970. There's the antenna. I'm going there. He says, okay, good call. Yeah, it was funny. But that's, you gotta do that and you gotta do that. So. It's either I don't go or I go.
I didn't think anybody used the ADF anymore.
Oh, you still have it here.
Yeah, that was part of my IFR test.
And yes, you do. Do you know why? In America, you don't. In Europe, you don't. But trust me, you go to Colombia, you're going to start using DME approaches like that. So you're going to do VOR approaches all day around
Is it
Asia.
all DME step down because they don't have ISs?
It's not just that. You're going to use VORs, you're going to use all the rest of the stuff. South America, Asia, all of it.
Because they don't have the more complex
money.
systems. Yeah.
We got the crap over here, but you can do GPS to many of the airports today, but there are some of them that don't have.
Yeah.
So you got to do it. I have a friend of mine flies in the 777 to God knows where, and he doesn't have it. They just don't have it. Like somewhere in some godforsaken country.
Right. But
One
everyone
of the
still has an
stands.
ADF. It's still
Oh yeah. Even on the Max. Oh, you have it. There's no MCAS on the 737-800, only on the Max series. But the Max is practically the same thing as the 800, 700, and 900. The only difference is the size of the engine and the systems that are there. But that's what it is. All right, set this one down to 11,000.
11,000.
Yep.
Descent.
Slow down to 190. Sorry, 290.
Push it down.
All right, just a little bit. That's it. And look at that. It likes me a lot. There you go. Push this. That's just gonna screw back,
Right?
starts going down. Yep, 737-800 NG.
PSI showing
Going down.
2,000 feet.
Yep. It's going to speed up a little bit, you see? So the level changes basically making it. Good. The banana will go out of the moon. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm still working on some of the systems to do the
I
correct
can't
stuff.
imagine the amount of work.
Oh, you
put into
can't.
this.
Just think about it. One single PC, 27 USB cables, 9 monitors, and 29 programs simultaneously running in one single machine. Everything
How many
works.
hubs do you have to
How many what?
hubs do you have to accommodate them? So 127 channel
34.
30.
It has its own power supply. Did you get that?
Congratulations, that's a lot of work.
Like it literally has a fan on it.
Yeah.
It has its own power. It's a commercial hub. It's crazy enough.
We use those in the recording studios. They have power, but they don't have fans. They're not like that. We use
Oh, mine has a fan.
8 and some of them, yeah.
I'll show you.
That's a lot plugged into that.
I'll show you.
That's amazing. So, if it's an autopilot, will this take it off autopilot if I hit the stick?
In a real airplane, if you do it this way, no. But if you do it like this, yes. But if you touch the elevator trim, it will. I'm going to show you the USB hub. Got a lot of pictures since. Here. This is before, but this is how the USB hub works. No, it's there. This PC's over here on the side. Before that, the PC was there. And I know every cable and every screw, everything. Yeah. Alright, flying and texting. Yep, that's correct. That happens with every pilot, I tell you that. Believe it or not. It's true that. I usually play Angry Birds.
What do you do?
Angry Birds.
Oh, Angry Birds.
Yep. Lights on. These two lights on.
These two here.
Yep.
Lights on.
Turn on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Okay.
And then set up the arrival to 11050. Oh, it's already there. Imagine it's the same exact frequency. See?
It's already set up, right?
So you switch over.
Yes, now.
It's 11050. And then you're going to put 005.
005.
Yeah. 5 degrees. That's the runway.
5 degrees.
Yep.
And I guess automatically, that's what our 5 degrees is off now. We can see that. Until we get to that waypoint, which is, let's see, it's pretty tight. Well, we don't see it because it's up there now.
The what?
I was looking at waypoint.
Now we can do this. We can check what's the weather over there.
Okay.
Okay. So we go here. KMCO. Weather. 330 degrees at 7 knots. Variable.
Okay.
That's why it's not telling us right now what it is, but we'll see. And the barometer pressure is 3011. So push this first. Good. And then 3011.
3011.
Yep. That's why there's almost no wind between Miami and Orlando, because the pressure is almost the same. Yeah. So now we got that one. Let's get our ATIS. So 12052.
Okay, so this button again, we put it in 40%, wait for it to spool up, then you hit that button and it puts it
Toga.
to
Take up go around speed. It's going to set it to that 98%. So when you have your N1 limits, you get what you do your N1 for climb, cruise.
out of curiosity, why don't they go to 100%?
Sure. You don't need to have 100% on a 14,000 foot runway. Oh, trust me. You're freaking Midway or Key West or Burbank. I don't care what the cost index says.
Right.
I'm going.
Do the same, I know this is almost a stupid question, but the same theories apply to short runway takeoffs in a big plane like this that you would have a small, the same way you'd feel it.
Meaning what?
Well, in a short runway takeoff, you take off different flaps. In a Cessna, you'd have these flaps. You hold down the brakes.
I do 25%.
Yeah.
25 degrees flaps when I take off from Midway
Okay.
or Key West. 15 degrees if it's like Burbank. Usually 5 degrees flaps.
But your manual will tell you that. It'll say,
Oh, you know your performance chart. everything.
6,000 feet runway, you've got to use this.
You will have all the performance charts.
Okay.
Everything. You know exactly what's going on. I have somewhere a United checklist with all the performances. This is the United. No, this is Delta. But this is a cool checklist with Delta.
Okay.
So, regular checklist. But I have a United one somewhere where it has all the performance with crosswind calculation, all of that.
Now, I keep on hearing the boom, boom,
That's your next intersection.
Oh.
Down to 5,000, please.
down to 5,000 feet.
Now we're going to slow down to 180. So 737 jet, guys. 190.
5,000.
Yeah. Good. So what it is, continuous ignition on. We've got the flight attendants that can start working. Under 270 knots, we can throw these 2 lights out. Those are big tracks. Okay.
So you don't have the color codes in the planes I fly for the different airspeeds.
speed, it will go off. As soon as it's flaps 5, that will go off. Bing. Everything is alert. It tells you if you're screwing up. That's why I wanted to show this to you. We were way too slow. But now, we're going down. Gilligan. Alright, let's get Orlando Airport stuff over here.
Orlando Tower, Mall
So
F745 is 23 miles
there's a
south.
clacker in here. Is that to let you know that?
Nope.
10,000
They
feet.
can
Oh,
actually
it's
come
a-
out,
oh,
and you
I
can
see.
do it like this if you have to.
So that or
That's what we call the knee breaker. If that thing is out and your knee is there, it breaks your knee.
Orlando Tower, can Mall F745 get runway 35 left?
3011. See, 3011. You see? So that's exactly what it is. 35 left. So we're good. We're going with 30 degrees flaps, 137 knots, and we have almost no wind, do we?
So you have
Wind's
barometric
calm.
pressure and you have inches of mercury too. So right, that's what that is.
No, no. You have barometric pressure, so inches of mercury or hectopascal.
I don't know the
Hectopascal is in metric. If you fly in Europe, they give you that. But if you're international flight, then they don't. So if you fly within Germany, they're gonna give it to you in hectopascal. Yeah. All right.
Fly straight in runway 35 left.
All right. We're gonna put out spoilers a little bit so we can get down there easier. See it. Pitch down in a second. So we can do this now. Yeah, 2,000 feet per minute. We're gonna be 5,000. Should be 4,000 as well. Make that one quicker. What's the speed line here? Which one? The green one? That wasn't there before. Yeah, that means we're here about 10,000. Oh. Well, we didn't need to tell you that. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Just as it's all, it's there. Okay. That's there. You're not supposed to see. Okay, I'll show you. Well, yeah, that's when we see it. But I'll show you what. I'll show you what it is. It's not gonna show you. All right, now, 10,000. So there's your airport. Right? So go ahead and put that one. That one. Right. This one. This one. Yes. That one. So that, okay. I can take over. And that. Gear down. Flaps 15. Skies off. Let's go down 2,500 feet per minute.
Gears down.
Lights on. Please be seated for landing. Okay, a little too fast going down. A little too fast. So, with that, you trim it with that. You don't do it with this. That's the. Oh, you turned up a little bit?
I did.
That's the.
Oh, I must have hit that.
Yeah.
That's an
You're
easy
fine.
thing to hit.
There you go. That's fine. You're good. Just trying to keep it. You don't want to overspeed though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, stop going back and forth. We gotta go down. Go down.
It's your wide slope over there. This is your low bar. Let's see how you do. Okay, you're about the glide slope. Go down.
1,000.
Yeah, you're about the glide slope big time. You see it?
Yeah, but I'm still hyper focused.
No. That's why I put this over here. You either use that or that, whichever. It's one or whatever. I don't. You're not going to use both. I mean, you can, but then you need to know what you're doing. So no more ping parts for you. I would look outside as well. This is not a bad idea.
400.
Can you have the runway inside? Then
300.
look at that thing.
Approaching minimums.
700 feet per minute. I know. 700 feet per minute. This is the heavy airplane, so you don't want this. Let's dive it. It's 1,200 feet per minute. That's too much. Okay, now we're going to keep it. Keep this. Like literally just keep this.
40.
Don't even change the damn thing. Right? Okay, let's cut the power.
10.
I know you want to flare, but you can't. It's still not a 737. I'm sorry, it's not a Cessna. You cannot flare. So it's like a flare. You will go up and then you stall out 150 feet instead of 20 feet. That's very heavy. It's going to crash out.
So you sort of fly it like a twin engine. You're flying it into the ground.
It's a high performance complex aircraft.
Yes.
You are flying it down to 10 feet.
Okay. No flare.
Absolutely none. 2.5 degrees.
And that's what I was doing.
I know, you're a Cessna pilot, that's why. That's why you have your high performance complex training. Orlando. Start at APU runs. Up.
One of the easiest airports I think I've ever been to.
126.4 Olive 745.
Alright. Now we're just going to park over there and then. Probably here. It's fine. Spirit just got pushed back, so we're going to go somewhere. Did you start the APU? Shut it off. And sky to turn off. And arrived. Park right to.
Did you pick a gate or did
I just picked it. It can give it to us, but I don't use it. It messes up. I don't have the gate charts for the airports. Push these two down.
down?
Pull these out. Put them down. Turn this off. Good. Turn this off.
Off.
All right, my friend. Welcome to Orlando.
Thank you very much.
How was that?
I loved it. Thank you.
I'm glad.
Now I got to get.
That's why I do this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Big difference from a Cessna, huh?
Big difference. Yeah. Very nice. I'm thrilled.
Be careful with your head. Well, I'm happy that you liked it.
I loved it.
That's awesome. All right, guys. I'm gonna stop the YouTube. I'll be back.